Hey, YouTube. What's up, General Chat? So I had the rant a little while ago about Donald Trump for Black American History Month speech at the White House. And all I'm saying is that you don't know how much you have been misled, misrepresented. I'm telling you. Now, no disrespect. I'm not anti-white or nothing like that. That's not what this is about. Black America, even though Donald Trump is saying that we all are one nation, but okay, so now what I want you to do is try to normally go up in the Trump Plaza. Now I know, sometimes there's no problem because I've been in there, but as a whole, you still may not be welcome in there. Put that equality to the test and see what happens. You have to be. Everything's on the merit system now. So when you go apply for the job, and you don't have the education because you couldn't get into the school, or your lineage is not of an educated lineage, you're not going to get that job. And they cannot hire you because they don't want to. They can not hire you. In other words, they don't have to. They didn't want to hire you before, but based on the civil rights and certain laws of racism and keeping you out of the game, they couldn't do it, so they had to at least hire two of you. But nah, they erased that. So these companies don't have to do nothing. They don't have to hire you. If you don't qualify, you just don't qualify, which I get that part, but the game has been rigged from the beginning for you not to win, for you not to qualify. So you in a losing game anyway. Now, I know Donald Trump is doing things for the greater good, the whole of America, but he's forgetting that one part. He's overlooking. I'm not going to say he forgot. I'll say he overlooked it because he's smart enough to know what happened. Barron is well educated because he's able to get to those schools. Elon Musk's son, that little boy, you're probably looking at a future president right there. I think the little boy looks like a little Damien to me because he told Donald Trump to shut his fucking mouth. Excuse my language. Now, what little boy is able to do that? He's a child, and he's able to get away with that. Okay? You don't see that? A grown man can't tell Donald Trump to shut the F up. How a little boy able to do that without getting his ass disciplined? Okay? Take a look at these things. You're not seeing what's really happening here. All of this foolishness, and it all started, I tell my brother all the time, it's all started with Soul Train and all these shows. Got you boogieing down, and off the point, and then the drugs come in, and then the 60s about dividing the home. They did it. They destroyed you systematically. And then they misdirected you by saying, well, we threw the immigrants out. That really has nothing directly to do with you. See, we're protecting you, but you're not included either. They're not going to throw you out, but they're not going to include you. So you're going to just sit on the shelf. You're like unused food. You don't necessarily go in the garbage can, but you're not going to be used either for the ingredients of the meal. I mean, that's kind of a bad analogy, but you know what I mean. And I mean used in a good way. I mean, and this Patel guy, this Indian guy, educated guy, he's sitting in front of the Senate. Where's the black folks? Every time a black person gets in, and they have to be swearing and getting all loud and emotional. I'm embarrassed for you. If you're not embarrassed for yourself, I'm embarrassed for you. Okay? You don't represent me. All right? You don't represent me. Now, I'm not mad at you, but I'm disappointed. Because you're not taking a look at the whole thing. I'm not talking about this whole protesting thing is a big misdirection too. Because you get nothing done with that. Yeah, freedom of speech. All that protesting with Amazon and the workers getting laid off. You have a right to do that, to complain. But it doesn't do anything. Because I have a right as a company owner to fire you. Don't you get it? There's no law that said I have to keep you employed. There's no law. I mean, that's why they dismantled all of those regulations in a way. I mean, there is a labor law, but I'm saying, all you can do, you have a right to protest. You have a right to say, oh, I don't like what you did to me. All right. You got a right to say that. But it's done. So what are you going to do about it? You can't hire yourself back in here. Just like the workers, even for the government. And how Maxine Waters, with her crooked finger, looked like a... I don't want to disrespect anyone. But look how she's behaving. Like an ignorant person. She's a representative? No. She's just a disgruntled black woman that couldn't get her way and didn't know how to resolve it. And they show you that. And there were some Latinos there. They were all women. Emotional. No power. None. Now, I'm just getting you to look at it. Now, again, this is not anti-white or nothing. It's not even against Donald Trump like that. But he's not accommodating what needs to be fixed there, because you got generations of so-called black Americans that has been disenfranchised unfairly. You can't just ignore that and move on. And then create a merit system that you're not even qualified to compete in. You can't even compete in this new merit system for several reasons. Emotionally, intelligently, all of these different things. You haven't been groomed, you're not equipped, you don't have the tools. I'm trying to tell you, get mad at this. It's the truth. All right. God have mercy on us all.